All right, good evening. Welcome to the Falls Township Board of Supervisors meeting, Monday, May 20th. We'll begin with a salute to the flag, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, thank you. Mr. Galloway, can you pull the board, please?
Jeff Borowski. John Palmer.
Here.
Aaron Mullen.
Here.
Jeff Dance.
Here.
Of course, I'm here.
All right, thank you. We're going to begin with do we have an executive session to comment on? Item 1?
We did, Mr. Dens. The board met in executive session earlier this evening to discuss matters of potential litigation and personnel.
Thank you. Public comment? Is there any names on the list? Any hands? I see none. Item number 3, we have a donation for the Fallsington Library from the community yard sale. Mr. Andrews.
Thank you. How's everyone doing tonight?
Good.
Proud to be here to support the Fallsington Library. Back on April 20th, we held a community yard sale at the community park. We had 70 table vendors there, and we were proud to donate $1,320 to the Fallsington Library. I'd like to see if we can get a photo op.
Yep. Watch your step.
Yep. Thank you. Thanks for coming.
All right. That's item 3 already. Item 4, consideration of change order request for the BS&A cloud upgrade. Mr. Takita?
At the last meeting, the board approved a BS&A contract for upgrades to our permit tracking software. In reviewing the contract with the consultant, it was recommended, based on how we're set up, that they do in-person training, and some of the setup would also be in person. It would be more effective for us. So I did request a proposal for that. The total amount for in-person training and setup is $24,460. This is in addition to the original contract amount.
All right, any questions for Mr. Takita, Mr. Galloway?
No questions.
Ms. Mullen?
No.
Mr. Palmer?
No questions.
I have none. Is there any public comment needed? Is there a motion for the change order request, $24,460?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Galloway, can you pull the board?
John Palmer.
Yes.
Aaron Mullen.
Yes.
Jeff Dance.
Yes?
And I vote yes.
All right. Item number 5, consideration of a change order request from Jones Engineering Associates for inspection and construction administration services. This is because of items that were found on the project, the new building, that were not anticipated.
That's correct.
Yeah. You have some examples?
We had hit, there was some oil that we had discovered.
Not the good kind, though.
Correct, yeah. That we had to, there's also storm sewer pipes that were underground that we weren't aware of until they started excavating. There's a number of site issues that needed to be resolved.
All right. What's the amount of this change order?
$48,337, and this would be for the completion of the construction project.
All right. Any questions for Mr. Jones or Mr. Takita? Mr.
None.
Galloway?
No questions.
Ms. Mullen?
No questions.
No question.
And I have none. Is there any public comment needed? Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Mr. Galloway, can you pull the board?
John Palmer.
Yes.
Aaron Mullen.
Yes.
Jeff Dance.
Yes.
I vote yes.
Item 6, consideration of change order request from Design Blends, formerly IEI Architects Incorporated, for professional services. This is the same thing, Mr. Takita?
That's correct. And the majority of this would be covering redesign and construction administration.
Okay. And what's the price?
$9,853.81.
All right. Is there any public comment needed? None? And is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. You want to pull the board?
John Palmer.
Yes.
Aaron Mullen.
Yes.
Jeff Dance.
Yes.
I vote yes.
Items 7 through 14 are appointments. Does anyone have any appointments to make tonight?
No appointments.
No appointments.
No.
All right, so we're going to skip right ahead to the minutes from April 15th. Any questions, comments, corrections?
No.
No.
None? I have none. Is there a motion to pass the minutes, to accept the minutes as presented?
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Excellent minutes as always, Mrs. Pullen. That takes us to the engineer's report. Mr. Jones?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. As you can see from the engineer's report from the month of April, we had 1 new land development submitted and 2 new earth disturbances. As usual, the highlights are in red. I'll debrief. Milex Properties, continued construction, utilities. McGill Composting is under a TCO as it's substantially complete, as well as North Point Phase 1 Building 1. They're working on punch list items, and Lincoln Storage is still operating under a TCO because they're trying to get grass to grow in certain areas. Buildings 4, 5, and 6, they're on punch list items as well for buildings 5 and 6. Building 4 hasn't started. LPC Morrisville is working on earthwork, bringing in fill and clearing. The waste management, renewable natural gas continues with utility construction. Morton Salt is under a TCO as it's substantially complete. And North Point Area 3 is under the same phase as LPC. They're doing earthwork only. The Gillespie Phase 3 project continues with drainage improvements. The Trench Tech project is substantially complete with punch list items underway. 9169 Mill Creek Road is a building addition structural work is what's ongoing.
Yeah.
The Sunbelt Forest and Lycon will both be before this board in June for land development approval. And the final 2 will be at the Planning Commission tomorrow for consideration of a recommendation of land development approval. In terms of the earth disturbances, Pennsbury School is substantially complete. The residential number 28 and 36 have both started, and 38 all have commenced with pre-construction meetings, as well as number 49, the Jonathan Way project, as well as number 59 and 60, pre-construction meetings starting soon, as well as number 65, same update. The number 66 is red. It's not red in the text. I apologize for that, but a review letter has been issued for that project, and we're waiting on a revised submission. Number 71 was recommended for an earth disturbance permit, and number 72 also has a review letter issued. The township building renovations is ongoing in terms of the site work with drainage improvements, curbs, and base course paving in certain areas. I highlighted the Martins Creek project to draw your attention to it. There's no real update there, but we're excited to bring that project before the board for approval for what we think are really good ideas for MS4 points. At the same time solving the stagnant water issue on the entrance from Mill Creek Road. And in terms of the Vermilion Hills footbridge, I finally got a quote today from the contractor. We have to review that with the solicitor to see if they're eligible. It's under budget, and I'd like to bring that to a workshop meeting, the next work session that we have, assuming the solicitor is okay with them. And then in that case, the project could start immediately thereafter.
Any questions or comments for Mr. Jones, Mr. Galloway?
No. Great report, thanks.
No.
Mr. Palmer?
Yeah, is that footbridge have to do with the park renovation over in Vermillion?
No, it's an independent project from that. It's a footbridge that's has a fair amount of history for the Vermilion Hills folks, and it needs to be taken off its foundation, new foundations poured, and sandblasted and painted, and a dedication plaque reinstalled.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's one of 2 footbridges there, but we replaced the other one a couple years ago, right?
That's correct. That's correct.
All right, thank you, Mr. Jones. Takes us to the bill list. We have a bill list in the amount of $5,970,427.66. About $1.4 million of that is payroll. Some highlights are $1.8 million plus to Rycon Construction, $500,000 to the fire companies for real estate allocation, electrical contractor and a mechanical contractor. Any questions or comments on the bill list?
No questions.
No questions.
No questions.
Any public comment needed? There's no hands. Is there a motion to pay the bills?
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Mr. Galloway, can you poll the board?
John Palmer.
Yes.
Aaron Mullen.
Yes.
Jeff Dance.
Yes.
I vote yes.
Item 18 is the second May bill list totaling $62,738.50, representing payments to Obermeyer, Lieberman, Maxwell, and Hippel for Labor Council and personnel matters. Any questions or comments on that bill?
Nope.
No.
Any public comment needed? See no hands. Is there a motion?
So moved?
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Can you poll the board?
Yes. John Palmer?
Yes.
Brian, Aaron Mullen?
Yes.
Jeff Dent?
Yes.
And I vote yes.
Item 19 is an engineering bill list. Any questions or comments on that? None? Anyone?
No.
Any public comment needed? Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Mr. Galloway, can you poll the board?
John Palmer?
Yes.
Aaron Mullen?
Yes.
Jeff Dent?
Abstain.
I vote yes.
Item 20, consideration of invoice for inspection services from Jones Engineering Associates. Any questions or comments?
Yes, just, why is this separate from, what's this an inspection for?
It's for our inspection services for the ongoing construction at the municipal building.
And these are just for the month?
Yes.
Have we been getting these separately?
They were under the original contract, which you approved the change order for earlier tonight. And so
Okay.
because of the inspection and the added engineering that we had to do, we separated the engineering for the
So
change
this is
order.
the first one that we've got and of this.
Yes.
Got it, thank you.
Any public comment needed? Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second,
Motion made and seconded. Can you poll the board?
John Palmer?
Yes.
Aaron Mullen?
yes.
Jeff Dent?
Yes.
I
Or
vote-
I abstain, I'm sorry.
Yes. I vote yes.
All right, that takes us to manager comment. Do you have any comment?
No comment.
None? Board comment? Mr. Galloway?
No comment tonight.
Mr. Mullen?
No comment.
Mr. Palmer?
No comment.
I want to remind everyone that it's opening week, Memorial Day weekend. I hope everyone has a nice, safe Memorial Day. It's opening weekend for Pinewood Pool. I saw they're looking, if you are a member of the pool and you want to try and get there before the rush of opening day to get your new tag and badges, you can get the information on when you can do that, which is probably a good idea. You're not going to be able to use your badge from last year. You do need new ones for the new system. Monday is the fishing derby. What time is that, Mr. Andrews?
Starts at 8 o'clock, check-in start at 7. It's about 8
Yeah.
to 10, 8 to
So
11.
7 o'clock is check-in, 8 till 10 is the fishing derby. It's free. It's a free fish day in Pennsylvania, so adults don't need a license on Memorial Day to fish. It's a great event, great prizes for the kids, always a good time. We also have this antique appraisal at the Fallsington Library on Friday, June 7th, 6:30 to 8:30. Michael Lakatai of Lakatai LLC, you can bring us up to date on what's hot and what's not in today's antique market. His words, not mine. Individual appraisals will follow. $25 per item, limit 40 people items. Registration in advance is required. $10 for general admission, no appraisals. You can get tickets at the library. For entertainment, not insurance purposes only. No jewelry or collectible stamps, comic books, etc. It's going to be on the second floor. You can find more information on the library website, I assume? Sure. And for those that don't know, you should know, 139 Yardley Avenue is the location. And that's all I have. So with that, I'll ask for a...
Mr. Chairman, actually, I apologize. I wanted to introduce the new executive director for TOFA, Peter Kim. He's in the audience.
Oh, okay. We have Peter Kim, the new executive director of the Township of Falls Authority. We want to have an introduction.
Good evening, supervisors. Just wanted to, met with the township manager and just wanted to take a minute to say hello and introduce myself and appreciate taking the time to see me in the meeting.
Thank you.
And sorry about my delay. I thought my memory was able to direct me to here. I exited the wrong exit and was a couple minutes late. My apologies.
It's okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
It's nice to meet you.
Yep.
Thank you.
So with that, I'll ask for a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.